Welcome back to the channel, friends. It is good to be here, and I hope you're doing well. So today we're going to be playing a game called Godless, and this is a turn-based tactical roguelite autobattler that does a really great job of blending a bunch of different elements together to help make for a unique gaming experience. Now, this is not the first time we played Godless here on the channel. However, the game just keeps seeing updates, right? It's got a really aggressive roadmap that just keeps on adding compelling content to the game, so we're going to take another look at it here today. I want to give a huge shout out to the developer of the game. He is an awesome dude. It's been a joy working with him, and I thank him for partnering with the channel to conduct a giveaway of Godless. That's right, we're giving away the game free here today, and all you have to do is just stay tuned to the video, and at some point in the video, I will tell you how to claim your free copy of Godless. As usual, first come, first serve, and I recommend getting in on it quickly because these keys tend to go fast. So we're going to hop on into a new run here. Please smash the like button and let me know in the comment section below what you're thinking about the Godless. Become a subscriber if you're new here as well, and I thank you so much. So without further ado, let's go. Alright, so each new run does begin with your shrine selection. We have the Ether Shrine available. This is a static shrine, meaning it does not move. And we also have the Magma Shrine, one of my favorites, right? So the Magma Shrine actually does move, so it moves and attacks. Starts each battle with 6 attack, 52 HP, pretty good, and HP actually carries over in this game. So I think we can probably put a really strong build around the Magma Shrine if we can prop him up properly. Now, there's all these other shrines available as well. I do believe these were recently added. I don't have enough currency to get them unlocked, but maybe we can do that in a future episode for sure. I think we're going to go with the Magma Shrine here today. It's one of my favorites. Let's rock and roll with this bad boy right here. Let's go. Now to kind of set up the rest of the game. So marker and effect, these are locked up. Not sure what they do exactly. But the Magma Shrine has 2 auxiliary skills. So the first one is Portal. This will allow us to teleport an ally to an adjacent hex. We also have Blazing Soul. Kill an ally to add their attack to another ally. For our difficulty scale, I think we'll just keep it at normal for Act 1, 2, and 3. Give us a little more bonus experience. Then maybe we can, purchase a shrine or something. These over here looks like we're fresh out of crystals, so I can't apply any anomalies. That's quite okay. Let's hop on in and let's go. Alright, so here is the map. And if you've seen a few runs of this particular game on the channel, this will be familiar to you. If not, welcome to the wonderful world of Godless. So we're starting off each run here, and we're selecting essentially our deck. So our deck, basically we bring 6 spells into battle. Well, a total of 6 spells into battle with us, okay? And we're going to be selecting 3 right here. They're called skills in this game, but they're essentially a combination of either spells that do damage or have some effects, or even a unit that you can summon to the field. So for instance, we do have a Pyromancer here. Now this is a unit. It's a unit type. So each turn it's going to deal 3 damage to a random enemy for each plane hex next to the Pyromancer. It costs 3 mana. So that's actually very costly, right? It's a very expensive unit. Next up we have the Dread Raven. Another unit on death. All Dread Ravens summoned afterwards gain +1 attack. So that could snowball a little bit for sure. Then we have the Cursed Chasm. On enter, the entering enemies lose 1 attack and receive 7 damage. And it's got growth. And this is a terraforming spell, right? So this isn't a unit. So a big part of this game is you can terraform the landscape around you. And this Cursed Chasm is an example of that, essentially. I mean, I do like the idea of the Pyromancer. I like the 10 starting HP. I think you could probably use his skills to do some good things. But I like the idea of the Cursed Chasm. I can see us using this strategically. So let's go with the Cursed Chasm. Alright, next up we have the Nomad. So this is a unit. Each turn adds +2/+1 to this unit if it's on a plane hex. We have Shadow Mirror. Kill an ally to summon another random ally at the same mana cost. Then we have Grim Obelisk. Whenever any enemy's attack is changed, deals 2 damage to it. Okay. Well, I think we do probably want a unit of some sort, so the Nomad is probably a good selection here. So let's go with the Nomad. Basic unit, but real cheap at 1 mana. And then last up, we have the Sand Golem. Okay, so on move, destroys a tile on this hex to gain +2/+2. Okay, so he's going to get strong as he moves. I kind of like that. Bloodlord, passive, gains +2/+1 whenever an adjacent unit dies. Then we have the Cursed Spirit. On death, all adjacent enemies lose 1 attack. That's adjacent enemies. Let's go with the Sand Golem. I'm compelled by the Sand Golem. Alright, so we have our 3 opening units or spells here. And now we're going to get on into a battle. Looks like we have the Elvish Refuge up next. And essentially the way this game works is you will be facing 3 enemy waves. First enemy wave is listed here, and then so on. And essentially you'll have random effects in effect. So for instance, in this particular battle here, we do have Winds of Change. So it creates random tiles from another act. That's what it's going to do. We got our difficulty level set. We will get these ascension points as we do battle. We'll also be able to continue to build our deck as well. So that's a super cool aspect of this game. It definitely does blend in some deck building. And it's a fun auto-battler strategy game that we're going to get into right now. Here is the health of our shrine. And like I said, it does carry over. So if there are ways to bolster the health of our shrine, it's going to carry over from battle to battle, which I think is most beneficial to us. So let's go. Let's hop on into a battle. Alright, so here's the map. And also the enemies that we have before us. So we have the Cultist, 25 HP, 4 attack. On attack, create 2 swamps on random hexes. So every time it attacks. And we also have the Sage. Each turn adds +1/+1 to this unit and its adjacent allies. Okay. Looks like we have some impassable terrain, the mountains. And then you definitely want to pay attention to the terrain overall. So these are swamp tiles. Each turn is going to deal 3 damage to a unit on this tile. Obviously, we want to avoid those. Then you have the forest here, which is going to add +2 health to a unit on this tile each turn. And then we have these right here. These are places of power. So if it's entered by a unit, we get +1 mana, and then the tile disappears. And then looks like we have these catacombs. This is going to teleport you to another catacomb, essentially. And then this right here, okay, another catacomb. Alright, so I think what we should do is we should probably start with a little bit of distance. Maybe we run through the forest a little bit to bolster our HP. And essentially what we're doing right now is we're playing our shrine, right? So I think I want to play the shrine probably right here. And you see the magma shrine comes onto the field. Let's turn down the battle speed just a little bit so you can kind of get an idea of what's going on. Lots of systems at work in this game, for sure. But I do like how this game sort of just blends a lot of different genres like I mentioned in the intro. So we have the magma shrine. He's hitting for 6. He's got 52 HP, but we don't want him to just be a punching bag for these guys. So let's get some support on the field. We have the cursed chasm. So I think what I'll do is I'll end up using this at some juncture once the enemy gets a little bit close and we start to engage. And these enemies will actually, well, the enemies and your allies as well, they will move automatically, right? So I can't control where I'm moving him each turn. You'll see that. We start with 4 mana here. So let's go ahead and let's get a sand golem out there. Boom. So there's a sand golem. Nice looking sprite there for sure. And then I do have this nomad as well. So adds +2/+1 to this unit if it's on a plane hex each turn. So let's put them up where there's some plane hexes. I like it. Alright, there's a nomad. Let's save 1 mana. I think I'm okay with that. You get 1 mana each turn. Got it. Alright, so let's end our turn there. And the enemy's going to move in. And the sequence of events is allies move first, and then the enemies. And they have their own agency. They're going to do their own thing. And you can actually kind of predict what they're going to do. I think you hold down shift. You hold down control, left control. It's going to tell you where each unit's going to move. So it looks like our nomad's going to bump back, which is okay because he's going to be on the plane still. And then we're going to be grinding some HP for sure. So this guy's going to be coming on in. So it looks like we're going to be doing battle like right about here. I think what we can do is we can get another sand golem down. I think these guys are probably the key, given that as they traverse, they get stronger. So let's play the sand golem and let's go ahead and end our turn. And I want to save up 2 mana to get down this, what's it called? Cursed Chasm. Alright, so these guys are on the move. They're destroying the terrain as they go. That's okay. This guy hits the catacomb and teleports around. And it looks like we're going to engage. So we will engage him doubly here. Fire Shrine, and then the Sand Golem as well. Then they're going to do combat. So I think we're going to be in a decent position. What I want to do is I want to save up mana and then get this Cursed Chasm. So let's just go ahead and end the turn. Alright, so boom. They're doing combat. Punching one another. Looks like our Fire Shrine might take a hit here, but that's okay. So let's go ahead and throw down this Cursed Chasm right here on this guy. Now he's going to start taking 7 damage per turn. Well, actually, sorry, when he enters it. Okay, so So technically, he's already entered this position, meaning he didn't move onto the space. So you kind of want to preemptively set that tile up. I didn't read that description properly. That's on your boy. All good. Let's go ahead and end our turn. Let the combat continue. Looks like this guy's going to move into the catacomb. We'll see where he ends up. So he ends up right there. A little back attack action, you bet. Like, surprise, surprise, right? Alright, so this guy attacks. So he's summoning swamps onto the field. Looks like he's going to fall quickly, though. So let's go ahead and get a nomad out there. And this nomad should move onto this tile here. Yep, sure enough he does. Alright, very good. So let's go. Defeated right there. And let's get on this guy. And we did secure another mana, which is good. Now we have these ascension points, essentially. So once you defeat an enemy, you can select an ascension. There's different categories like patience, scorn, there's like war, and all these different ones. And once you stack up enough of them, you actually get a big bonus. So what do we have? We have exile. Add +3, +9 to an ally. All enemies on the next continent will have +1/+1. Execute. Deal 5 damage to any unit. If they die, you will get +1 mana. This guy's got, what, 8 HP left. So let's go with exile and let's throw that on our shrine. We want him nice and healthy. Let's see, where's everybody going? So he's going to kind of collapse around. Looks like this guy's going up for the chasm. Not quite sure why he would move up to the chasm. But I'm going to get a sand golem way back here so we can start charging up his stats. And let's just end our turn. We'll win combat here with ease. Now we got another wave of enemies coming down. So they do spawn off to the right, and now we have some rituals as well. So a wave of enemies has been defeated, meaning we get to select a ritual. So we have the Sigil of Death. Create a random harmful tile. Summon an illusion next to any ally. Or we have Golden Time. Triple speed rewards. So the faster we can complete the map, we get speed rewards that are basically relative to how quickly you complete the map. I mean, Sigil of Death, I think I'm okay actually just skipping this to bank this ether. That is currency that we can use in shops and the like to bolster our deck and buy other bonuses as well. So let's do that. And of course, we defeated an enemy, so we get to choose another fate. So burn on Funeral Pyre. Grant morale boost, which adds +1 attack to this unit each turn. Turn into tree. Copy a traversable tile to an adjacent hex. So that's a terraforming way. Let's do burn on Funeral Pyre, and let's give that to our Fire Shrine, of course. I mean, +1 attack per turn is quite nice. And let's go ahead and let's end our turn there. Let's see what they do. Gonna be moving in. It looks like they're going to secure these mana stones. Places of power. Alright, the Nomad's just... I mean, he's living in the catacombs, which is okay with me. Alright, so what is this? A phantom. This guy's just zipping all around. He ends up on the Cursed Chasm, though. Okay. So where's this guy going? He's going here. This guy's going here, so let's throw this down right there. Absolutely. And let's end our turn. Do some combat. Let's go. I definitely want to find ways to basically artificially add HP. Like a healer of some sort, a healing spell of some sort, so we can really go all in on our Magma Shrine, right? It looks like that wave is defeated quickly, and now we have another ritual. So forest fire. Set a forest on fire. Fire will continue to spread. Earth energy. Surround the shrine with rock walls. That's not going to be very good with a mobile shrine like we have. We have tangible mirage. Copy any traversable tile to all adjacent hexes. I think I'm okay just taking the ether again. Might as well. Alright, so we have a bit of a pincer attack going on here. And consume soul. Summon 1 cursed spirits. So this is a scorn fate. Or transfer soul. Summon a 2x2 copy of an ally on an adjacent hex. Looks like we get both scorn. I think on death, all adjacent enemies lose 1 attack. I mean, I'm okay with consume soul. Let's do it. And let's see. Why don't we put him... Let's put him back here. Sure thing. Consume soul. So we can get another Cursed Spirit. Soothe before death. Add plus 6 health, randomly split among all allies. Let's do that one. Shrine got a little bit of lovin'. That's good. Alright, let's keep going. Cursed Chasm. This guy's gonna move right on it and take damage, which is good. Looks like we're also going to claim this place of power, which is also good for us. So let's keep rolling. Alright, nice. He does combat. Doesn't even need to be debuffed. And we got the Sand Golem moving in. Just getting progressively stronger, which is good. Looks like our Nomad takes a hit there. They're doing combat here. So Battle Sorceress. On attack, teleports to the shrine. Okay, got it. I was wondering what exactly happened. Okay, so what do we have? This guy's going to move in and attack. This guy's going to try to get a little closer. Looks like this guy's going this way. Our shrine is hitting for pretty good with 12. Let's summon a Sand Golem right here so he can move in and add to this assault on the Battle Sorceress. And let's go. Alright, nice hit there, Fire Shrine. Boom. Alright, we're getting some hits. Battle Sorceress, definitely more of a challenging enemy. This guy's hitting for 10 and 17, so this guy's toast. We should win this. This turn, actually. Magma Shrine. Way to pound him down. And you bet. Victory. Alright, so let's see. We did it in 11 turns, meaning we do get a few rewards. So let's take the rewards. Pop open the chest, of course. And what do we have? So, we got some ether, but we also get a card or a spell selection. So we have Zealots of the Circle. Passive, copies an adjacent traversable tile to a chosen hex every 2 turns. It's an 8/12 creature. Costs 3 mana, but it's pretty strong at 8/12 and can really help you terraform. We have the Swordsman. On attack, deals double damage if the target is weaker. That might not be a bad character to try to get the attack buffed up on, right? Then we have Magic Seed. Copies any traversable tile to any hex. Now this is a spell scroll, which goes right here. I mean, Swordsman, 4 and 6, costs 2 mana. Deals double damage if the target is weaker. I don't hate that. 8/12, copies an adjacent traversable tile to a chosen hex. An adjacent traversable tile. Let's go with Zealot of the Circle. I'm okay with that. And we got 101 ether, so a bit bonus ether, and we got plus 8 HP as well. And then we got these energies. We'll be able to use these energies in a special shop to essentially upgrade our profile for this particular run. So there's lots of different systems at work in this game, lots of different currencies you're collecting, like ether and the energy, and you essentially spend them here, but you have to make a choice. So we have a Sanctuary. Acquire a passive perk for the shrine. These will cost ether to administer. Otherwise, we have a Summoning Circle. Summon an additional enemy to the next continent to acquire ether and a unique reward. Interesting. I mean, I think if we're going in on our shrine, we definitely want these sanctuaries. So do I like the Forge? Sparks up creations into gems and upgrade them. We only have 1. I believe you need 2. So let's go ahead and let's go with this route. Let's go the middle. Alright, so Rune of Power. Adds +2 attack to the shrine whenever an enemy enters an adjacent hex. Okay? Can definitely snowball. Astral Pathway. Teleports the shrine to an adjacent hex of your choice every 5 turns. We have Warm Flame. On attack, the shrine adds 5% of damage dealt to its health. I mean, that's pretty good. Let's take that for sure. It'll help us start building up this retinue of health. Would you like to pick another perk? So we can spend ether to pick another perk, and I like it. Let's do it. So Magma Heart adds +2/+1 to the shrine when it enters a plains hex. That's pretty good. Unwavering Faith. Upon summoning the shrine, it gains +2 health for each adjacent tile. I mean, these are both pretty good. Let's go with Unwavering Faith. I think that helps us bolster our healing. And we can actually do it one more time, so let's go ahead and do it. Charge. When the shrine moves next to an enemy, it It attacks one time immediately. Rune of Power. Astral Pathway. Every 4 turns. Teleports the shrine to an adjacent hex. Kind of low impact if you ask me. Let's go with Charge. I think that's fine. Alright, very nice. So now our shrine became more offensive and got a little more HP. Got some more capabilities to kind of snowball the strength. Now we have the Crossroads, so we have Alchemy Lab. Sell Sand Golem skill for 85 Ether. That's an option. Vault of Souls. Start next battle with the ally on the continent, Zealot of the Circle. Okay, so we get this in the next battle. Or Alchemy Lab. Sell Cursed Chasm for 85 Ether. Now, can I choose multiple of these? I like Vault of the Souls. Let's take that. Yeah, I mean, might as well start with our brand new card and let's go on into the next continent. Alright, Antarctic Kingdom. Rune Master, Enslaved Ogre. We've got 2 Sages. Rune Master again and a Sage. The continent is shattered in half due to an earthquake and then Poison Weapon. Enemies apply Poison 1 on attack. Yikes. So you can see we're starting to build up these Ascension points. We want to get them completely maxed out and then you do get a unique bonus. So let's go. Alright, let's see. Where's our dude at? Alright, let's place the shrine and let's see here. So what was Warm Flames on attack? Okay. +2 health for each adjacent tile. Okay, so we definitely want to put them in a spot with full tile adjacency. So I could attack this one of 2 ways. We could get on him quick. On enter adds +1 attack to the entering units and the shrine. So each turn deals 3 damage. So I think what we can do is we can put the shrine right here in the swamp. He's going to move to right here. So let's do that. And he's got that full tile adjacency. Look at that health just stack up. And of course it snowballs, right? The health carries over. It's an important call out. So let's see. What do we know about this guy? Zealot of the Circle. Copies an adjacent traversable tile to a chosen hex every 2 turns. Okay, got it. So I could actually get another one of these guys out there if we like. Otherwise, we could go Sand Golem. I think it's pretty hard to go wrong with the Sand Golem here. So let's get them out there, and then where are these guys ultimately going to end up? So you're going to move here, here, here. This guy's going to go here, here, and here. So we will go first. So boom, 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 boom. So I think what I want to do is I want to get this. I want to get the Cursed Chasm right here. Kind of right in the choke point. Because I want them to enter that tile and take 7 damage. In fact, we could probably use another one right here as well. We'll see how this kind of shakes out. Oh, never mind. So he did take the damage. Interesting. So it looks like the terrain. Yeah, so, okay. So turn order. Pay attention to this. So tiles, allies, and then enemies. So whatever resolution needs to take place on a tile, that does take place before we move. So, good to know, good to know. It's been a while since I played some Godless, for sure. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to... I mean, there's an interesting synergy here with the Sand Golem. Because he's going to destroy a tile. Meaning, if there's forest on there, he's going to turn it to plains. So if you just have the Nomad follow him, then the Nomad's going to buff himself up too, right? So let's do that. And it's the Magma Shrine. It always was the Magma Shrine that we're going to be relying heavily upon. So let's do the Place of Power. And why don't we get that right? Let's get it right here. Get rid of some of the swamp. It's actually pretty cool that they can copy, like, the Place of Power, and then I would assume these ancient runes as well. So let's go ahead and get this down right here. And let's watch him struggle. So we already took the damage, and now we got our shrine on the helm. And he, of course, attacks twice because of charge. Next to an enemy, it attacks 1 time immediately, right? And then these skills can actually scale up too, so... It's 5% now. The next time we see Warm Flames, for instance, could be 10%. So that's super cool. So let's just keep on rocking and rolling here. So I could do a Cursed Chasm. I think I probably should. Throw it right there. If he doesn't move, he's going to be taking damage. And I don't know what growth means exactly. We'll have to figure that out maybe a little bit later. But let's go ahead and end the turn. Alright, very nice. So this guy's going to come on down. He's going to take damage. He's going to lose attack. We got him all terraformed up, which is excellent. Alright, so let's throw this right here. Alright, so he moves down and we secure the mana. This guy moves here and we get some more mana. Excellent. This guy... Okay, so is growth doing like... So growth 2, maybe that means it... Creating any tile on an adjacent hex upgrades the ability, making it trigger. Okay, so growth means it's triggering multiple times. That's super cool. Alright, so we have like a little death trap here. And into a fate. However, before I get too far along, I do want to announce how you can claim your free copy of Godless. Now, I must admit, I only have a few keys available. But the developer, offered to work with me on this. So, depending on how much interest we get, maybe we can work with ya. But regardless, if you want to get a free copy of the game Godless, all you have to do is one of two things. Now, first and foremost, obviously subscribe to the channel and like the video. I would greatly appreciate that. Especially like the video and subscribe if you like a channel that gives away games. I definitely like to do it when possible, right when the opportunity presents itself. I do like partnering with development teams to conduct giveaways. It's a great way to blend a little bit with the community and interact with the community, and also hook you up with some awesome fun games that we're playing here on the channel. So that's the first thing. Like and subscribe, definitely. And then secondly, all you have to do is get a hold of me one of two ways. So you can email me at AboboKnows@gmail.com. So it's simply the channel name at gmail.com, no fancy characters or anything in place there. AboboKnows@gmail.com. Mention the game Godless in your subject line and just request a free copy of the game. If I have an extra key, I will definitely hook you up. And secondly, you can also find me on Discord. There is a link in the video description below to the channel's Discord. You can find me there. Just DM me on Discord. And essentially what I do is I will definitely be getting some interest and some requests. And then depending on the time that each request comes over, I'll get it to you first come, first serve until I have no more keys left. So that is how you claim your free copy of Godless. And like I said, this game just keeps getting improved upon, right? Stuff keeps getting added to it. And it's actually on a pretty aggressive roadmap. When you first fire up the game, you get a little glimpse into the roadmap and, sort of the future plans for this game. I know the dev is very passionate about his game, and, it's a good game. It's a unique game, and I do enjoy my time with it. So if it looks fun to you, reach out to me, and I do recommend that you get in on the giveaway as early as you possibly can because, history shows that these things kind of go fast. So that is how you claim your free copy, my friends. Thanks so much for, hanging out for, 28, 29 minutes or so. We're going to keep going here with Godless, but that's how you claim your free copy, of course. So thank you so much. So for fates, what do we have? Reassemble body. Summon a random ally on a random hex. Grant quick death. Apply vulnerability 1 to an enemy. Unit will receive +1 damage from basic attacks for each stack of vulnerability. Could get rage. Could get scorn. Well, let's do reassemble body. I'm okay with that. And what do you know? We get a life weaver. On attack, adds +3 health, randomly split among all adjacent allies. Okay. I mean, it's functional. It works. I really liked the little trap that we have going on. That's for sure. So I don't think we need to really do anything too crazy. I could do Zealot of the Circle. Could do a Sand Golem back here, I suppose. Let's do that. Sure. Sand Golem back here. Put a Nomad up there as well. Because once Wave 2 and Wave 3 come, the enemies are random. So they might actually end up on this side of our little trap. Like this guy just did. So this guy's going to just walk right on into it. But we do have a guy behind us now. So we have Earth Energy. It's going to give us rock walls around the shrine. Not great for us. Matter exchange. Relocate a traversable tile to any hex or swap it with any tile. Teleport any unit to any hex. But we'd have to pay some resources to do this one. Let's do matter exchange. I think I'm okay with that. Relocate. I'm just going to skip it. I'm okay stocking the ether. You see how useful ether truly is. Alright, reassemble body. We have this again. Bring to justice. Adds +2 health to an ally or apply poison to an enemy. I think we can do that. And it looks like he does have a few poison stacks on him, our magma shrine. So poison is nasty in this game. It's going to hang around and it's going to just continue to do damage each turn, depending on how many stacks you have. So let's see if we can make this quick. I don't want our boy getting whittled down, right? Alright, so he moves on. The way I read this, though, on enter the entering enemies. So it shouldn't harm us. But the magma shrine is getting up in there. He's getting offensive. Doing some fisticuffs action. As the rest of our allies just collapse around the sage. Just got a nomad right there. Let's end our turn. Our magma shrine is, of course, in combat. Now, the question is he taking damage from this? I guess I don't know. It's hard to say. Let's cover up this swamp. Well, that's not necessarily what I wanted to do, but that's okay. Alright, let's get him in the back. Out of the way. Who's this guy? Is that our sand golem? It is. Okay, so we have the last wave of enemies. And they're both on this side. So borrowed power. Double any unit stats and apply poison 13 to it. Destroy a hex completely. Use the next chosen fate +2 times. So the next chosen fate. Double any unit stats, but apply poison 13 to it. I mean, there might be a way to use that to my advantage, but let's just go ahead and skip it. Stock the ether. Now it's our turn. Create a loyal village. Adds +4 health to allies summoned on this tile. Or we could execute. Let's do the loyal village. So let's see. Let's do the loyal village right here. Just so he's not sitting in that cursed tile, right? Bury. Destroy a tile and use the next chosen fate twice. Reassemble body. Let's go with bury. Let's take out the mountain. I mean, we got a bunch of units on the field. So let's use overwhelm tactics. Give them other options. I think it was the poison that was hurting my shrine, not the cursed chasm. The way I read it is the cursed chasm does not hurt allied units. So this guy comes in and just gets melted by the cursed chasm. I think I'll just save my mana. Alright, so the magma shrine has to hang in there. He's got 5 stacks of poison on him. Which isn't good. I like these guys' ability to terraform. It's pretty nice. Maybe we can get a good terraform card. Like, even better than what we have. Maybe something that bolsters HP or something. Because, I mean, 7 poison stacks is rough. It's brutal. So summon him there, get a little extra HP, you bet. And let's go. We got to take him out, like, in the next couple of turns. Magma Shrine is not hanging in there, and I don't have a great way to heal him. Unless we're talking about, you know, things that happen outside of battle. Looks like he's going to live one more turn and get one more hit. Grant quick death. +2 health. I mean, I guess we'll take it. Alright, I can use the next fate twice. Got it. Alright, somebody's got to just take him out. Unfortunately, we do take poison damage. Yeah, we're starting to get whittled down just a little bit. Got to stay healthy. Luckily, with the rewards, we do get a little bit of HP back, but I might have to figure that out. Alright, so we have Wasteland. Adds +4/+2 to an ally on this tile when it's destroyed or replaced with another tile. Okay. Got the Swordsman again. Or a Spark of Death. Well, the answer is yes for this, because what you can do with these sparks is you can actually go into that forge. Let's see if we can pull it off, but essentially what you can do is you can enhance a slot with a bonus of some sort, right? So if I choose to enhance like this slot here, it means whatever unit is in this slot will have that bonus, and you can actually switch these up a little bit, right? So that's pretty cool. It's another customization option for this game, of which there are many customization options. So yeah, we're definitely going to try to get into a forge. I've got some ether to play around with now, and let's see if we can get our shrine propped up again. And it looks like we do have a boss fight, so the Broken Island with the boss. So Meteor Shower destroys most tiles on the continent. Okay, so it's going to be a congested match. Judgment. Enemies' attacks deal +5 damage to units with higher health. Okay. So not a great time to see a boss, that's for sure. Chamber. Acquire talents using elemental energies. So that would be these. And then we have a sanctuary. Otherwise, we have a forge. And then a chamber. I think we got to do the forge and the chamber. We're actually almost up there with patience. Let's do the forge. Okay, so what I want to do is we want to take... Let's use this as our main. Let's use this as our second. And let's merge these things together. Sinister Topaz. On death adds +1 health to all adjacent allies. And then it grows. Interesting. What if we switch this up a little bit? What if we do this? Shattered Amethyst. Corrupts this unit on summon and sets its stats to 3/3. I think we got to do it the other way around. I mean, this is quite nice. Adds +1 health to all adjacent allies when it dies. We'll do it. So let's merge them up. Now we can apply this gem to whatever slot that we want. So I almost think that... I mean, it seems like our Nomad... is going to be dying the most frequently, and maybe if I can get some Nomads around my shrine, or more likely in front of my shrine, to where they're all adjacent to one another, we can get our shrine prop back up. It's an idea. Alright, we have the chamber. Acquire talents using elemental energies. Let's see if we have anything we can do here. So, I need just a little bit more. So, 25 is the first tier. I've almost got it for fire, so you can actually top up just a little bit. It does cost ether, an expensive amount of ether as well, but we can get up to 25, so let's go ahead and do that. Now we get to choose a talent. Veteran adds +3/+4 to the first summoned ally each battle, okay? Or Flame of Vengeance. Upon an ally's death, adds +1 attack to all other allies. I think Veteran's a pretty good one. We'll take that. Let's see. Can I get 15 of these? It's so expensive. 90. I've got 91. I mean, I would be able to. Let's do it. Alright, Deadly Toxin. Whenever 5 allies die, apply poison 4 to a chosen enemy. Or we have Curse of Weakness. Once 7 allies die, set the attack of a chosen unit to 0. I mean, I guess we'll go with the poison. Not great. And in versus the boss. Let's go. Wish me luck. Meteor Shower and Judgment. The Broken Island. Broken indeed by meteor showers, I suppose. So let's go. Alright, so this guy has Orion Steelhoof, the Great Sentinel. This guy has 99 HP. Does 4 damage. Look at the meteors just pummeling the terrain. So let's see, what does this guy do? Passive, summons a dire wolf every 2 turns. This must be a dire wolf. Yep, 9 HP, 1 attack. On move, adds this unit's attack to all adjacent allies. On attack, deals +5 damage if target has higher health. Okay, yep, we know that. On move, sets attack of all adjacent units to 4. Of all adjacent units, okay. So it would be most beneficial if they weren't adjacent to one another. We definitely need some distance. So let's do this. Let's use the adjacency bonus. I don't get that. +2 health for each adjacent tile. Okay, well. Alright, so. This guy's gonna come here. You're gonna go here. He's gonna come here. You're gonna go here. 2, 1, 2. I think I just need to save my mana. Need to save up at least 2 of it. Zealot of the Circle. So if you go here, let's get you right here, Sand Golem. And then he gets that veteran buff. In fact, we could get 2 of them. I could get a couple of nomads as well. Let's get a couple of nomads. In Magma Shrine, you gotta relax, okay? Don't get too aggressive. Alright, so here he comes, and they're bolstering each other's attack. Alright, I'm gonna save my mana. Alright, so Direwolf's coming in. So we're going to be doing combat right here. But what's ultimately going to happen is I'm going to be moving in. So I think what you have to do is you have to do this right here. Alright, so the Magma Shrine just gets right on in there, doesn't he? Alright, nice. So his attack got sapped down to nothing, essentially. I wonder if we try to teleport the shrine away, because he's gonna... I feel like he's just gonna try to hang in there and... Like, he's not gonna win this fight. You know what I mean? So let's see, what does this do again? Teleports an ally to an adjacent hex. Well, let's bump you back then. I mean, he's just gonna move right back though, unfortunately. I guess he did get some HP back. I mean, we got the Sand Golem in there. Maybe this is going a little bit better than I thought it was going to go. Let's get a Nomad right there. Alright, the Shrine is gaining a little bit of HP as he attacks as well, which is good. Can't keep taking hits like that, though. I mean, essentially what I need to do is... I need to get him out of there, right? I just need to get him out of there, but... He's pretty stubborn. Pretty stubborn. So if I teleport him back... So he's basically got this turn. This guy's got 36 HP. He's going to take 14, 20 damage. I think what I have to do is this. So I've got 2. I think what I need to do is I need to end my turn here. We got to get 3. Let's bump him back. And then maybe throw like the Cursed Chasm right here to try to see if maybe it'll deter him from moving onto the spot. Because if I look at the turn order, right, he goes first. Turn order 1. So it's most unfortunate. Alright, Direwolf goes down. Alright, actually, it looks like we're just gonna manage to squeak out of here. Is what it looks like to me. Because we attack first, right? I just want to see if this works, though. So we got that there. And let's go ahead and bump you back. And let's see. Are you compelled? Yeah, he's still compelled to. Stubborn magma shrine. I mean, I guess it's one of the aspects of using your shrine as your main offensive force, I suppose. But we do escape with victory against the first boss, though. Definitely challenging without ways to bolster that HP, and you know, we're kind of scraping by just a little bit. But what do we have? We have a new reward. So a Plague Boar. On death, apply poison 3 to all adjacent enemies. We have Phantom Mountain. Passive impassable tile disappears in 2 turns. Okay, so that's a way to block off. Otherwise, we do have this nature energy. I think this is probably the right choice. Okay, excellent. And we did complete the act as well. Okay, so now we have these consequences. So these are benefits and negatives. So let's see. There are 4 places of power on each continent. Is the bonus here. You cannot place the shrine on some hexes is the negative. It gives us +2 toward fate. I do believe that is. The Dimensional Merchant gives you 40% discount on all goods. Each enemy wave includes an Elvish Warrior 3/7 unit. Get a random scroll at the start of each battle. Unused scrolls disappear after each battle. Cannot place a shrine on some hexes. I mean, I think the random scroll thing's decent. Let's do that one. That one's okay. That one's alright. Alright, so 3 of 10. So on to Act 2 now. And look at this. We have ascended the ways of the nature. As a god of earth. Upon any tiles or units creation, triggers their each turn effects immediately. Okay? I mean, we'll definitely take that. We have ascended as the god of earth. How about that? Through the sheer patience. But anyway, so if you had any modifiers for Act 2, like you could turn Act 1 to easy, meaning the enemies are a little easier during Act 1 and then it ramps up Act 2. So it's a way to customize your difficulty. We've obviously got normal across the board, but you know, whatever modifiers you have on Act 2 would be in effect now. So I think what we'll do is we'll go ahead and do our shopping. Right, we'll get this phase done. Then we'll be ready for the next island. And of course, you'll simply just have to let me know if you want to see some more Godless here on the channel. Be happy to play it. It's a fun game. I think, you know, we might not have a ton of luck with this particular run. Because I just don't have a great way to keep my shrine perked up. Healed up. Maybe I just need to put them in the back a little bit. Get some of these skills up. I think getting these skills up is probably of utmost importance. So why don't we do this route up here? Let's go to the merchant. See if he's got anything of value. Alright, so we could buy some HP. Otherwise, we could get some new skills. Materialization. Add +1/+1 to any unit and summon a random ally next to it. Summon a random ally next to it. It's a 2 mana spell. Okay. Hydromancer. Whenever any ally enters a seaside hex, adds +1/+1 to it. It's a passive skill. Okay. We have the Arcane Elemental. Costs 2 mana. Passive, this unit is spellbound. What does spellbound mean again? Thought Spellbound was actually pretty good. With the Ferocious Bear. Gains +1 attack whenever adjacent units gain extra health. We have Blessing. Adds +2 health to an ally, +1 more for each adjacent enemy. Okay. And then we have Well of Souls. Resurrects any units that die here with 1 health. Works once per unit. And that's a terraforming structure. I think Blessing is objectively great. So let's add that. It'll be a way to heal up our shrine as we need it. Materialization, add +1/+1 to any unit and summon a random ally next to it. I mean, I don't think that's terrible either. It's a little spendy, but if I remember, Spellbound, I think was decent. Is a 3/8 creature. Either that or it's like crippling. Like it's not good at all. What else do we have? We have these scrolls. We'll be getting a random scroll each time. So I could buy some health. I mean, I think I definitely need to buy some health. So let's do that with the rest of our ether. And let's call that good. We at least have a healing spell now, which I'm kind of excited about. I think it helps prop up this run for sure. Then on into the Sanctuary. Let's see how we can improve our shrine. So we do have this Magma Heart again. Adds +2/+1 to the shrine when it enters a plane hex. Master's Presence. Adds +1/+1 to allies summoned next to the shrine. Let's go with Magma Heart. And then next up would be Land of the Winds. So looking forward, we have a Demonologist, a Mechanical Golem, Demonologist, and a Skilled Bomber. Then a Wandering Mage ×2. The continent is shattered in half. Enemies have no modifiers in this battle due to exhaustion. Oh, quite nice. So if I conduct this battle here, this video is going to go well over an hour. So I like to keep my videos right at about the 50 to 60 minute mark. Don't much like going too far over. So I think we're going to call this an episode here today. But please let me know in the comment section below if you want to see a continuation of this Godless run, or maybe you want me to start over. Whatever you want, just let me know in the comment section below. I will happily provide. Make sure you get your free copy of the game as well. Just reach out to me in the ways that I told you at about the 30-minute mark, and I'll make sure I hook you up if I have a key available. Enjoy Godless. This is a very unique game. This game is a heart and soul. It's the labor of love of a really awesome dev, and it's been great working with him. And I thank him once again for partnering with this channel here to conduct a giveaway. That's really nice and generous of you, and hope it gets more eyes on Godless. I do think that this game scratches a lot of different itches in the rogue space for sure, and I really do enjoy it. So with that said, my friends, I'm going to get on out of here, but thanks again for spending some time on the channel today. Please like and please subscribe, and I'll be catching you in the next video. Thanks a lot.